Hi everyone, this is the second part of phonology, and we are going to start with one exercise that we left last class, that it was a phonetic analysis of some sounds, right, that have something in particular. They are stop sounds, P, T, and K, they are stop sounds, and they are voiceless sounds. However, they have two allophones, aspirated and unaspirated sounds. So if you have seen the previous video, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I highly recommend you to watch it because what we're going to be doing today, well, is going to be the continuation of what we did last time. So part of the analysis has to do with the description of the environment, of the words that we're given. Here I gave you some set of words to show you that these sounds are or these allophones are realized, right, in these specific words. So peel, part, peak are going to be uh, produced with a, or are going to be realized with an aspirated sound. When I say realize, is that they are going to be produced with your mouth. They are going to be spoken in this way. After doing the analysis, you may have come up with this conclusion. Voiceless stop is realized as aspirated in the environment at the beginning of a word, and a voiceless stop is realized as unaspirated in the environment after the consonant S. But how did I get there? Right? That is the big question. So the first thing that we have to do is a phonetic analysis to describe the phonetic environment that we are given. So I'm going to be using this set of words and probably this set of words, okay? It's basically the same, but let's start with the first set of words. So look at the different environments of P in these words, right? So as you can see, in the case of the aspirated P, what I have here is that I have that it's at the beginning. This means that this sound is at the beginning, right? And that then we have this vowel. For the second one, again, it's at the beginning, and then we have this vowel, and in the third one is at the beginning, and then we have this vowel. However, if we check the sounds for the unaspirated P, this unaspirated P is going to appear right after this consonant, right? So the environments that I'm going to describe are going to be like this, right? S, and then the sound that is represented with this lower score, and then the vowel sound. I can do the same with the T and the K, right? And if you do the same, if you identify the environments of K, you're going to see that it's basically the same. They're going to appear at the beginning, right? Like just like here, right? And then there's going to be a vowel sound. So I can just say right now that this aspirated sound is going to appear at the beginning of a word. So when I start pronouncing these words, right, uh, right, I'm going to encounter this aspirated sound. And if I pronounce these words because they start with an S, then the environment is going to uh, make me produce or make me realize an unaspirated sound. So now this would make a little bit more sense. Of course, we have also to use our chart, our International Phonetical Alphabet chart, where we see the P, the T, and the K. They are in the same manner of articulation, that is a stop, right? And they are all voiceless. So I can say something like this. A voiceless stop, that's true, voiceless stop, P, T, and K, is realized as aspirated. Remember that aspirated in this case is going to be the H, right? Aspirated. in the environment at the beginning of a word. And you see, it is true. It is at the beginning of words, right? We're going to have these aspirated sounds. And the same for the second one, a voiceless stop is realized as, in this case, the only difference is going to be that these sounds are going to be unaspirated in the environment after the consonant S. So with this analysis that I did here with these phonetic environments, excuse me, with these phonetic environments, I can do the analysis, the phonetic analysis. If I give you a different language, for example, Spanish, and I give you this set of words, right? The first the idea is that you can first identify the different environments where these words occur, right? And then you can come up with an analysis. So here you have some words uh, in Spanish and the transcription. Okay, so your job is to describe the environment. Let me help you with the first one, the first set of words. Let's do it like this. I'm going to be enumerating like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so let's start with the first one, drum. So I'm going to be using this pen. So I have this sound and this sound. So these are allophones or of D, right? Excuse me, I have to do this correctly. Let's do this like this. D and D. Okay. So the first one is drama. So we can see that drama is at the beginning of a word, right? Then we have drama. Oh, excuse me, the R. For the second one, dolor, we have that is at the beginning of the word, right? And then we have dolor. The third one, we also have that is at the beginning of the word, dime. Now for the fourth one, right, that is cada. So what we have is um, a vowel, the sound, and another a. For lado, we have the sound, and then o. For audio, o, and then I, od, audio. For comida, we have the E, the sound, and then an A. For anda, what we have here is that it's here in this sound, the D sound. So we have N, anda, right? For sueldo, then we have the L, sueldo, eldo, okay. Durar, we have that durar is at the beginning, right? Durar, for toldo, and finally for falda. Okay, so I'm just going to divide this so that we can understand well. These allophones that we have here, as you can see, I can just do an analysis here, and I can say, well, as you see, like this sound is going to be realized when we have a D between two vowels, right? So that means that in Spanish, I'm going to be producing this sound every single time that I have the D, the phoneme D. I'm going to put it here, the phoneme D, between two vowels. So this is my allophone. And for the case of D, this allophone of D is going to be produced at the beginning of a word or right after a consonant sound, right? So that information, I'm going to use exactly the same, or exactly the I'm going to use, excuse me, the environments that I have gathered here in order to do my phonetic analysis. So I can say something like this: the phoneme D, let's see. the phoneme D here, is realized as voiced alveolar stop. Well, if I want to talk about the manner and place of articulation, well, of course I have to use my table here, but well, the phoneme D is realized as voiced alveolar stop, right, in the environment at the beginning of a word. After our phonetic analysis, right, after the environment, excuse me, after doing the environment and after describing the environment, we can say that yes, they are going to occur at the beginning of a word or after a consonant. And in the case of this phoneme D, it's realized uh, as voice dental stopped in the environment between vowels. So between these two vowels, right, we're going to find this D. So that is the way that I do a phonetic analysis, and that is the way that I can explain what is happening with these allophones. And this can be done in any language. Actually, if I give you some words in Italian, the idea is that you start first describing the environment, do the same analysis, and then come up with some answers. So, for example, in this case, I give you tinta, tenda, danza, nero, scende, sapone, tingo, tengo, fungo, bianca, anche, fango. And in these words, in this set of words, let's say that there are two allophones of the same phoneme. Let me just erase this so that you can see what I'm talking about. So here, let me just erase this part. Okay, so we have these two allophones, and well, the idea is that you do the same, that you try to identify the environment of every single word, and you can come up with a conclusion. Okay, so in this last part of the video, what I want you to do is to answer this or to complete this exercise. First is that you have to state the phonetic environments. So you are going to do an analysis. You're going to say, well, you're going to find these, right? Probably it's going to be between vowels before a specific consonant or whatever. And this one too, okay? And the second question that I have for you that is connected to the previous video, Phonology 1, is there a minimal pair in this set of words? Yes or no? Okay, so this is the end of the video, okay? And well, we learned today how to analyze or how to do a phonetic analysis of different languages. Thank you.